Well, good morning, everyone, and thanks for coming in. I'm pleased to announce today that the board has appointed Vanessa Hudson to take over from Alan Joyce as Qantas Group CEO and Managing Director when Alan retires at our AGM in November this year. And Vanessa today will be appointed CEO Designate and will join the Qantas board. So congratulations, Vanessa.
Thank you.
That transition period between now and November will allow an orderly and seamless transition for Vanessa to take over from Alan later in the year, as I described. It's important to note that the board assessed a number of high-quality candidates before making this decision, and it says a lot about the talent pipeline at Qantas that the two strongest candidates were from within the group. I just want to say this. I want to say how much the board and I admire two outstanding executives in Vanessa Hudson and Olivia Wirth, and both were appointable to this role. But the board has made the decision that Vanessa is the right person to take Qantas forward. She's been with the Qantas Group for nearly 30 years in a number of executive roles during that time. As you know, she's currently CFO, held that role through what was probably the most challenging period and tumultuous period in the airline's history. Prior to that, she was Chief Customer Officer, and before that she's held senior roles in in-flight services, commercial planning, sales and distribution, and she's Regional Head of Qantas in the United States. She knows the business incredibly well and has demonstrated the skills and capabilities and aptitude needed in what is a uniquely challenging role to being CEO in this amazing company. Alan's still got 6 months to go in the role, and he's got a lot to deliver, most importantly, a smooth transition with Vanessa through that period. There'll be plenty of time to talk about Alan's achievements as the year unfolds, but I do want to record mine and the board's appreciation for everything Alan's done to date, including leading the airline through a period of time, as I just said, which was really existential in terms of Qantas's outlook. The board and shareholders back in 2020 asked Alan to stay on through the pandemic, which he agreed to do, and he and his team guided us through that. In fact, I was looking today, Ross, you might remember this, but in May 2020, so 3 years ago, almost today, on Friday, in fact, we put out a press release saying we'd secured another $550 million of debt funding against 3 unsecured 787s. Our cash burn rate was down to $40 million per week, and we were suspending flying for some further months because of closed borders. So that's 3 months ago. Sorry, Alan.
Thanks for bringing back all that trauma. I was bad enough living through it once.
Our net debt at the time was $5.8 billion. And at our recent half-year results, it's $2.4 billion, having started to buy back shares and reinvesting back into the airline. It's a pretty amazing turnaround that Alan's led us through. So we feel very confident about where the airline's placed at the moment. We know we've always got work to do at Qantas to be the best we can, and we've got an amazing team, some of whom are in the room today, led by Alan, to be led by Vanessa, that will ensure that we do everything we can to deliver to our customers, our employees, the communities in which we operate, and all our stakeholders. So with that, I want to, again, thank you, Alan, congratulate Vanessa.